Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video. It is July 3rd, so happy early 4th of July, I guess, the day before, but, I mean, this is still the 4th of July marathon, so, I mean, we're still in the midst of it, so, yeah. So glad you could join us here today. As you know, this is the Ronnie Show. Usually we're live every weekday, Monday through Friday at 4 o'clock Eastern Time, but since I'm currently out of town right now, so as this is airing, so because of that, we decided to pre-film. By the way, that's just my chair rubbing up against the door. I know it sounds like I'm farting, but I'm not, trust me. If that gets annoying, then I apologize. Even when I move away from it, it's not, because then the music, my podium moves, and then that causes all kinds of troubles to happen, so yeah. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about, as you know, this was last Tuesday at this point, I went to go watch the Dodgers face the Twins. It was the Tuesday night game. Dodgers just completely blew the Twins out of the water. I mean, I was expecting some dominance, but, I wasn't expecting that, I guess would be the right way of putting it. Now, as you know, even though I don't really talk about it too much, I am a Dodgers fan. I've always been that. I've always been a Dodgers fan. It's not because, they're basically in the middle of a dynasty right now. That's not the reason why. It's just because, my dad grew up in LA, so, I cheer for all the LA teams, the Dodgers, the Kings, definitely not the Clippers, the Lakers, the Rams, so, yeah, I cheer for those teams, and luckily enough, and I don't follow them as closely as I would say with the Muskies, so you don't really get to hear that bias from me, just because, it's just easier to do when, so, I think you know what I mean, but that was not the main reason why I went. It's because my cousin, got to throw out the first pitch. Now, it was kind of an interesting setup, so just some background information for you all. My cousin was a D3 tennis player. He just graduated in May, so, yeah, and this is the cousin I talk about all the time who's getting married, so, yeah. File that away, I guess, or do whatever you want with that information as you may. But, yeah, he was a D3 tennis player, and he and his doubles partner, they were just a phenomenal duo. I mean, really. I mean, this year they went all the way up and were runners-up in the National D3 Championship. So they're pretty darn good, And they went to college in St. Peter, Minnesota. And so that's, I don't even know. I still don't. It's about 2.5 hours away from where we are here in the studio. But in terms of, from there to the Twin Cities, I couldn't tell you. So, anyway, so yeah, I was just fortunate enough that I had nothing going on I did have a doctor's appointment that day, but I got it rescheduled to that Thursday because it was originally supposed to be scheduled for, I think it was either the 3rd or the 4th of June, but I was in the Black Hills at the time, and I had completely forgotten about it. So luckily enough, though, I caught it just in time that, I didn't have to pay any extra money when I went. But anyway, so then I moved it up to the Tuesday, the 23rd, not thinking anything was going to happen. But then, a week and a half before the 23rd, they announced that, I guess they had sent them an invitation to, throw out the first pitch. And, obviously, I don't think I was ever really, formally invited, but in a way, they kind of wanted me to be there. I had nothing else to do, so, besides the doctor's appointment, which I wasn't going to go to. And the doctor's appointment thing wouldn't have been such a big deal, but it was at 2:15 in the afternoon, and we had to be out by, 1 in order to make it there in time, so it just wasn't gonna work out that way. I mean, if it was earlier on in the morning, say 9, 10 o'clock, then that would have been a non-issue, but, it's just the way my luck is sometimes, people, okay? I swear, I get asked to go on vacation or to go out of town with my family, at like the worst possible times they could ask me. Swear to God. Like every time they've done so, every time I've moved up, ever since I moved up here to Sioux Falls, it's just been horrible timing. It honestly has. But you know what? It's just the way it is sometimes, you know. And I'm really glad that I've gotten to go on all these trips too. But anyway, back to the main story. So it was really a cool atmosphere. It really honestly was. I mean, it was half Dodgers, half Twins, and things like that. So I mean, it was really cool because it was just me, my uncle, and my aunt, and then him going up because everybody else, they were doing their own little thing. So I was really, well, I think I was going to go up either way, but when we actually got to Target Field, I guess you were only allowed like 2 or 3 people to come out on the field just to like for support and things like that. And luckily enough, there was 3 of us, so perfect. At least for my cousin. The other guy, Tyler is his name, he brought 3 of their friends, so that was kind of, it was really fun. It was a really great night for sure. I mean, their whole college, it was like their alumni night at the Twins game or whatever, so I didn't give a crap about that. I just wanted to see a good ball game, and I did, so whoop whoop. Yay me. But no, it was fun seeing the Dodgers absolutely smoke the and that was kind of the weird thing too. Like, it was really close for like the first half, and then all of a sudden the Dodgers just took off. So yeah, really disappointed though in Shohei Ohtani. Although, you know what, the Dodgers didn't even need him. He didn't even get a hit, but yet they still won 12-3. So like, but no, it was a really fun night. It was kind of a fun adventure kind of going up because we had known that there was going to be a chance of rain. So already we were kind of thinking, yeah, this game might not happen. The first pitch might not happen, and we might be going up to Minneapolis for nothing. For nothing. And luckily enough, the game only got pushed back about 30 minutes, which was good. But it rained really, really hard once we got into the Twin Cities area. Like, it was downpouring so hard, but luckily enough, it let up, and I think the sun even showed for like 2 minutes, and then it went back and hid in the clouds. So, but yeah, we got to the ballpark, and we kind of went through some areas in Target Field that probably, unless you had like a special ticket or like a special seat or something like that, you would have no idea. Like, right underneath the seats on the third base line, they have this thing called like the third base club or whatever. So like, if you have special exclusive seats, then like there's like a whole dining area down there with like concessions and things like that. It's a really cool area. It really honestly is. But yeah, it was just a great atmosphere. It really honestly was. I mean, I still haven't processed that I actually stepped on a Major League Baseball field. Like, that just was so cool. Like, I mean, obviously, you know, all of us, you know, we either watch the game on TV, or if we go to sporting events, we see, you know, we sit in the seats. And honestly, that's what I thought what was going to happen. We were going to be sitting in our seats while they were throwing out the first pitch. I wasn't expecting, you know, to be out on the actual field watching it. And at the time, there was, you know, kind of a few players warming up. Like, I was probably from here to probably over there in that corner away from Alex Call from the Dodgers. So that was really, that was really cool. I don't think I've ever been so close to, well, I would call him a celebrity, but like, you know, to a celebrity in general, I guess, before. So that was really cool. I mean, it was, it was just awesome. It really honestly was just a really cool thing, a cool night. Although, gosh, on the way back, see, we were originally going to stay overnight at Tyler's house, but we decided, you know what, we'll just go back tonight, because we needed to get up early in the morning, because my aunt had some kind of thing she needed to be out at 12:30, so we would be leaving at like between 7 and 8 anyway. So we just decided to go home, and we got back at about 2 a.m. You know, fine with me, because, you know, I stay up late all the time, but oh my God, once we left, it would be like 10, 15 minutes down the road and it would just downpour. I don't, I think it was just straight rain. Like, it wasn't windy, there was no hail or anything like that. It was just straight rain just dropping. And it was like, oh my God. Like, it was loud. Like, I had both my headphones on listening to what I was watching, and they're not exactly noise canceling, but I mean, even so, like, I could still hear the rain just pouring down over what I was listening to. Like, it was even at full volume, like, oh boy. And then, it would let up for maybe 10, 15 minutes, and then it would downpour like that again. And I don't know how my cousin was able to, because he drove the way back, I don't even know how he was able to see out that front windshield, because even though I was sitting in the back, but just looking out ahead, like, the only thing I could see was just the lights of the cars, those red brake lights just stopping. Like, those were the only things I could see. Like, I couldn't see anything else. Like, I couldn't even see the median that was to the left of it. It was just so hard to see, but, he navigated us through it, and it was all good. So, credit to him for just doing that, because, oh my God, I would have pulled over, like, so hard, like, so fast, but no, he got us through that, and for that, I am grateful. So yeah, but then the rest of the trip back home, it was a trip, I listened to stuff. I think I dozed off for just like a little bit, but not too long. Then my uncle was in the back seat with me, and he slept for like maybe the last half of the whole road trip, which was like an hour and a half, 2 hours straight. So, I mean, yeah, good for him, I guess. So, no, but I did take some photos and things like that, which I guess you're going to see right now. So, enjoy. Thank you all so much for watching us here today. And what do we have coming up next? I think it's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire coming up next. So, we'll see you for that. Bye.